I'm just really excited to see that as St. Louis decided it wanted to grow itself as the global hub for geospatial technology research, it also included very deliberately talent. There's a special operations community saying, which I really love and value, and they say humans are more important than hardware. Right? Sometimes we forget how important it is, how critical it is to invest in our future, which is our kids. And I really think that taking the time and energy to start to expose them to the science, what it can be used for, what they use it for daily, will really set us up for success in the future.
The days of showing up at graduation day with your hand out expecting that you're going to have folks to hire is effectively over for a broad range of reasons, demographics being the first. So really and realistically, while we're certainly not going to recruit 12-year-olds, that would be wildly inappropriate. The reality is the research is very clear. If we do not get them hooked by age 12, they're not going to be there. And if we do not sustain that interest and foster and show them a rational path between the ages of 12 and all the way up through college, again, they're not going to be there at higher. Contract with the T-Rex, which involves Unleashing Potential and Gateway Global as two community partners, along with educational partnership agreements at both UMSL and the Harris-Stowe State University, which enable us to bridge that total holistic picture from kindergarten all the way to higher and all the way, in fact, up to retire as we grow geospatial across that whole ethos.
I'm more than a little biased because I was the director of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, but everything that happens in time and space, right? And when you can analyze things spatially, like, viewing it and seeing those connections, and then temporally, like what it looked like before, what it's looking like now, what it may look like in the future, it's a really powerful tool. And it really does have, just like you were saying, applicability to everything. Once you can start to visualize those things, from a geographic perspective and start to discuss geographic approaches, it's just powerful. And I do believe it has applicability to every facet of science and every problem that we're trying to solve. It's also one of the reasons I'm really excited about what University of Missouri St. Louis is doing with their geospatial collaborative, right? Because it's designed not only to teach how to use the tools and offer certification programs, but it's also designed to be a hub for the rest of the university, right? A multidisciplinary research hub where people from different colleges that may not interact have an ability and the environment to do so.
Each of us as GeoInt professionals have a role to play, but at the end of the day, there's only so much that I can do, right? Mm-hmm. If I show up for Science Day or for meet and greet, that certainly has a touch point and an impact. But it can't beat out the effectivity of an instructor who's up in front of the chalkboard every day and is going to do more to excite and develop that person, not only just for GeoInt, but for STEM writ large, than all of us individually can ever do. So it is, I truly believe, incumbent upon us to do everything we can do to educate those individuals, to feed them with the right tools, the right information, the right data, so that they can be successful as they do educate, but more importantly than educate, as they inspire truly that next generation to get involved with STEM and GeoInt in particular.